This is another quick video on command line interface, and I really want to answer the question, why CLI, why command line interface, why one would want to use command line interface. And so I'm just going to quickly bring up file manager. So here's the file manager, and by pressing Control Alt T, I'll bring up the terminal or shell or command line interface. So by pressing here, I will change to this tabular row-like view. In the terminal, I changed the font a little bit to make it see a bit better in the tutorial. And so we've learned the ls command, and so which lists the file, and they're the same. So these files are exactly the same as these files here, because we're in the same directory. And so you clear by typing clear, pressing enter, and ls-1 gives you slightly different view. So all these files are exactly the same as these files here. Oops, just did something, and so I'll put it back where I've dragged it. And this is, I don't use graphics user interface, so I use it very little. And so you can see there's a folder I've created, ycli. And we're just gonna remove that folder by typing rm and r recursively it will delete the folder and anything inside that folder, and type the folder name, enter, and you can see that folder disappeared from the left hand side, and it is still here, but because this is a static view. So to get the new view, you just type ls-1, and the ycli is not here, right? So we just clear the screen by typing clear ls-1. That's not here, right? So you could make it's here. So new folder, we'll call it y_cli. It appeared here on the left hand side in the graphical user interface view. And if you do ls-1, here you go, this folder back up here, ycli. Now we'll clear the screen. So clear the screen. So you double click inside the folder. Folder is empty. Remember, to get into the folder, you got to type cd, change directory, and you type ycli and press enter. Now you could see it's changed to this ycli. Before I didn't have that. And then ls, we're inside that folder. To be sure that we're inside that folder, you can type pwd, print working directory, enter, and it tells you where you're at. You're at home ycli. This is a little bit confusing because home is a folder, but so this home is a folder, and I called myself a user. My username is a home as well, just because it's a home computer. So usually here will be your name, your username, whatever that is for your computer. For me, it's home. So a little bit of confusion here, but doesn't matter. So moving on, let's clear the screen a bit again. So we could, watch this left space here, empty space. I'm going to type a command here and watch the file appearing here on the left. So I'm going to type touch ycli.txt, and I'm going to press enter and watch how it's going to appear on the left. So pressing enter, bang, it's appeared on the left, right? So, and we do ls, and here it is. It's inside the directory because I've just made it, right? And well, you could say to me, well, why can't you just do this? Right click, document, new document. Here you go, untitled document. Easy. Let's check. ls, truly, here it is, untitled document, right? You could certainly do that, but can you do that? Well, firstly, we're just going to rename. So for example, I'll show you. So right click, scroll down, look for the rename, test.txt, right? And remember, again, this is a static image on the right hand side, so we just got to type ls again, and here we go, it's been renamed. So there's no more untitled document, there's just test.txt, and we could have a different view, ls-1, different view, right? So I'll just clear that. But can you do this? Can you do touch ycli, right? And when you create the text, right? So that gonna create 5 different files, and so by pressing enter, just watch the left hand side of the screen when I'm pressing enter. So I'm pressing enter now, and you see how there's 5 files appear. So I sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And so we could make that for 155, right? Don't have to do that. You go bang. So if we got 155 files in here, right? Can you do that in single press? I have 155 files. So this is pretty robust, and that's what I was saying in the previous video, how you could do things really robust in the command line. And so but you can't do that in the graphics user interface by clicking, right? And so by deleting, you can, of course you could do Control A, delete that. They're gonna work. And so, yes, sure, I'm sure I'm deleted, and so we type ls, so it's not here. So we're going to repeat that command again. So all the files appear back, ls, bang, all these files here, a lot of files. And so to remove, I'm just going to say touch, and just replace the touch with the remove command, and all those files are gone, right? Now I want to show you something else. So I'm going to go to documents, uni, honors, projects, data, and so this file, right? So double click on this file. This is a GFF file, if anyone knows what it is. I'm going to open it with the other applications. I'll show you. It's just drives me nuts. I mean, there's probably a better way to do it, but so with a spreadsheet, right? So okay, right? And so here it is. So we've got this file here, we've got these lines here. So I can't use the graphics user interface, so we could scroll down, and there is a lot of lines here. So I think there's about 10,000 lines. Right. So yeah, 10,597 lines, right? And so and you could certainly do a lot of things here, but sometimes files could be 5 million lines. That's just the way lines are, right? But to do the same in the command line interface, you would navigate into the same directory. I'm just clear that, so I'm just cd documents, tab, which lists all the files, and then you go to uni, tab, and then you go to the honors, tab, and then you go to projects, tab, data, tab, and enter. And so now we'll list the contents, and a lot of files. Like, this is exactly the same files that you see on the left hand side, right hand side. So blue directories, white are files, different files, and it was just like that GFF file is here at the top. But here, how do you find that? And the easiest way is just ls any file that ends with GFF extension, right? Enter, and it just showed me that's what the file called, right? Pretty easy. So now I'm just going to do head, and I'm going to give it a file name and enter, and it gives me the head. So to get a better view, I'm just going to open up on the bigger screen. So repeat that command, and what the head does, it just shows you the top bit of the file. The default is 10 lines. You could specify as many lines as you like. It just gives you the sense of what the file really is, right? And you could ls again, many different files, and you could head on pretty much any file. So gene expression, right? CSV head, right? And it gives me this gene expression. The gene expression file itself is very, very big. Well, it's actually it wasn't that big, but I might have other files that are much bigger. So the message I want to bring across here, let's have a look. What's that? So, well, for example, not up. Yeah, that file is like, you see how big that file is? It just keeps on going and keeps on going. So Control C to kill it. So you don't want to scroll through all that, and it would really kind of, your spreadsheet would really struggle with that. So instead, you just head. Well, it's not very meaningful information, but if you know what it is, you could cut a field build 1 and 2 and 3, for example, and you give it this file, C elegans, node up, and you can pipe it to head as well. Just gotta give it, it's delimited by comma, right? And so let me just clear the screen, repeat, and you could see like you just get this. Maybe head is a bad way, so I'll just do less, and it just gives you this first, second. So really, let's just get the first column, right? So we just too many, so I just delete just the first column, right? So this is just the gene names. We could get then just a second, right? And this is length, and etc. etc. So and then you could do all these manipulations, and you could pipe things into the other scripts, and I don't want to get too complicated here. So the one last thing I want to mention here is this. So I'm showing you, so I'm just cd to my home directory. What I was showing you here is really file manipulation, right? So you just use terminal, use the command lines to manipulate the files. But another use of, and it's not the only other use of command line interface, is to launch applications. So for example, to launch the Firefox, you double click on Firefox and it opens, and it's fine to do that, but you could do this. You could just Firefox tab, extends, enter, bang, here's your Firefox here, right? And then to kill it, you just go Control C and it's dead, right? Same, you could do Google Chrome, enter, and it brings the Google Chrome up, right about now. So you go Google Chrome is up here, and so you could obviously click on the cross to delete it, or otherwise, and you could do anything you want from terminal. Terminal is a really powerful thing. You could do proc, you could do cat proc CPU info, and that's information about your CPU, what kind of CPU you have, how many threads, the megahertz, etc. You could do same for memory. You could say, who am I? It tells you who are you, so your home, it will print your username. You could say uname, it tells you the machine you're on. Uname all tells you a bit more information. So I'm using Ubuntu. So I could spend hours talking about the command line and how powerful it is. Like, you do this, cal, gives you calculator, date, gives you date, cal 2015, gives you calendar for 2015. You could go cal 1919, gives you calendar for 1919, right? So it really is a powerful tool. So you'd be doing yourself a massive favor by learning it. Alright, so I'm going to finish it up here, and so to exit you just type exit, close this, and thanks very much for watching this.